Let's listen to the mayor finally admitting that he smoked crack. We said this would happen. This was an obvious one, though. I take pride in the ones that aren't so obvious that come through.
That's right.
Or true.
We predicted Sally Field would be in a Bukkake movie.
Yep.
Just surface.
Still waiting.
Yeah.
So this fool got caught smoking crack.
Smoking a crack.
On video, and they finally found the fucking videotape, and that's why he's coming forward going, okay.
Yeah. He even
All
said,
right, it's time to talk about it.
a while ago, he said, there's no videotape or anything of me smoking crack. Well, and then, there is a videotape.
I can't believe anything these people say.
No.
It's all lies.
Yeah.
On the video that I haven't seen, you guys have asked me a question.
Was very discreet the way you described the video on Thursday. Was very cautious.
You asked me a question back in May, and you can repeat that question.
The question we asked you back in May?
Yeah.
Can you
said
explain
the video didn't
You
exist.
you asked me
Pause.
a couple
Right.
of questions.
He's
What were
going
those
for the dramatic
He's
moment.
going for a moment.
Because he wants him to ask, well, did you smoke crack? And now he's going to go, yes.
I did.
Just fucking say it.
I know.
Your
He's like,
moment's not working, so say it.
ask me the same question.
It rhymes with lack. It rhymes with did you broke lack?
What's his name again?
Fat piggy, man.
He really is Fat Piggy, man.
Rob Ford.
something,
Rob
yeah.
Ford, right, okay.
So you asked me a couple of questions, and what were those questions?
Do you smoke crack cocaine?
Exactly. Yes, I have smoked crack cocaine.
Uh-oh.
When,
But
sir?
no, do I? Am I an addict? No.
When have you
I
smoked
tried
crack
it? Probably in one of my drunken stupors, probably approximately about a year ago. I answered your question.
Pause.
You asked the question properly, I'll answer it.
The lies continue. There's no way you're just doing crack cocaine once.
Yeah, you just do it once.
Yeah, I got so drunk I smoked crack cocaine.
I got so hammered. You know how it is when you zooted. And I smoked some crack. And that was it.
They got him for the one time, so he's going to admit the one time and say it was only the one time.
There is
we
no
all know
one
the formula.
on earth that has smoked crack once.
Unless you die while you're smoking.
Right. Unless you have a horrendous experience.
No one.
You're smoking it again.
He's the same thing as Anthony Weiner, except instead of sexting, he smokes
It's
crack.
the crack.
The
right.
crack. But, I mean, his explanation is completely acceptable.
Yes.
He was drunk.
You don't really drink, Sam, so you don't get it. You could drink enough where all of a sudden you got to go grab the crack pipe.
Grab a crack pipe.
Yep.
Okay.
How many
Yes,
times?
I've made mistakes. All I can do now is apologize and move on.
Have you
I don't know what
ever-
What about the lies?
Yes, please.
All I can say is I've made mistakes. And you guys kept referring to alcohol. There was a couple isolated incidents. There's been times when I've been in a drunken stupor. That's why I want to see the tape. I want everyone in the city to see this tape.
No, you don't.
I'd like to see this tape. I don't even recall there being a tape or a video, and I know that. So I want to see the state that I was in. But that's exactly it. I don't know what else I can say
Are
here.
you worried about what's on the
So
tape?
I wasn't lying. You didn't ask the correct questions. No, I'm not an addict. And no, I do not do drugs.
Well, what's
I
crack?
made mistakes in the past, and all I can do is apologize. But it is what it is.
Pause. And he's admitting mistakes. That means he's done drugs
But he's saying,
more than once.
I don't do drugs. I've done drugs.
Oh, you asked the wrong questions.
What a semantics hunk of
Yes,
shit. This is why
yes.
they're all so hateable.
Yeah.
Every one of
They
them.
can't even tell the truth when
No.
they're caught on video.
He got nailed, and he's still trying to backpedal.
Well, because, being the mayor is a kick-ass job.
Oh, yeah, you don't want to lose that.
And he's not going to step down.
No.
That's going to be amazing.
And he's not going to stop smoking crack.
No. Why would he?
That's
Nah.
He's going to come forward. I told you I smoke crack. I mean,
Yeah.
I can't change the past. I'd like to take this opportunity to address a number of issues that have circulated
May
in the
24th,
media over the last few
2013.
days. There has been a serious accusation from the Toronto Star that I use crack cocaine. I do not use crack cocaine, nor am I an addict of crack cocaine.
Oh, boy.
As for a video, I cannot comment on a video that I have never seen or does not exist.
Wow. So they put those two together.
Yikes.
Because he's saying you asked the wrong question.
Right.
He did crack cocaine, but he doesn't do crack cocaine.
Oh,
That's the
it.
difference.
Oh, what a fat liar.
he got him there.
What a fat semantics liar.
Yes. Yeah,
Let me say hi to
shit.
Wow, Canada's very excited that we need him today. James, what's up?
Hey, how's it going?
Hey, man.
Actually, the audio you guys were listening to was from a media scrum. He actually did a formal statement later on at a press conference, and at the end, he finished, after going on and on about all this bullshit, he ended with, "God bless Toronto," to which there was audible laughter in the room. The media was actually laughing at him.
Wait a minute. God can't bless Toronto because God blesses America. What the fuck is
right.
that?
Yeah.
Impossible.
We got the God thing in our country.
Right.
Your city can't have God bless. Sorry. We have it.
If God was going to bless Toronto, he wouldn't give them a fat drug addict mayor.
Right.
Right.
I'm not a drug addict.
A fat crack smoking alcoholic mayor.
Right.
God had his chance and he fucked up. God stuck it right in Toronto's ass.
Yeah.
That's right. Without lube.
Yeah, no lube. Here's your fat, lying, crack smoking, drunk mayor.
I didn't realize until today that other places use the God bless, and then their city or country, there. Mm-hmm. I thought it was just God bless America.
That's what I thought too.
We're very close-minded here. What?
The thing is that we don't ever use it. It's an American thing. Canadians would never say that.
Oh, is that why they laughed at him?
Oh, okay.
The fact that he pulled that out of his bag of shit is just ridiculous.
Oh, all right. Well, I learned something. So you guys don't really use that. Huh.
Godless nation up there.
My fat mayor wife smokes crack first.
I just saw him. There it is.
Fat Asian wife, Susan, smokes crack.
Rob Ford looks like a goofball.
He is wacky.
Thank you, sir. Let's go to Derek in Kanana. Derek in Kanana.
All right. It goes da-na-na-na-na-na, not da-na-na-na-na-na.
You like that,
Is
right?
that what the mayor's doing?
That's what the mayor's doing.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a great way to put it.
Yeah. The mayor is saying he didn't go din 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 din. He went din 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 din.
How do you remember that?
Oh, it's
because that's exactly how he said it.
Oh yeah, it's ingrained in my head now. That extra note.
It was just the extra note.
Yeah.
So that's the did do thing.
Yeah.
With your lovely mayor.
Right.
God, does any city have a normal mayor?
No.
Let's run down the list.
Do we have any statements from the Detroit mayor? I'd like to hear his speech. Like, can we all just settle down and? Oh boy. No, he's the new guy.
It's not Dave Bing.
Oh man, the new mayor. He's some Irish guy, I think, right? I think it's some Irish dude in there to.
I think his acceptance speech. He said, "Let's all move."
Yeah. Mike Dugan. I'm Mike Dugan.
Yeah, Kenny Johnson. Hold on, before we move. Hold on, I'm sorry.
Damn.
There's one other thing about Rob Ford. I knew there was another thing, and I'm glad the listener is helping me out here. Eric in Boston. No, this went down yesterday, too, and we should discuss it for a minute. Go ahead, Eric.
Hey, I just wanted to comment that Kenny Johnson, not Kenny, because your call screener's an idiot.
Okay.
Kenny Johnson, high five, who is barely Twitter famous, made a comment that the mayor of Toronto was racist during his press conference because he was wearing a Redskin tie yesterday.
Oh.
Yeah, they're trying to fucking nail him to that, too.
Because he's wearing a Redskin. Oh, God.
Yeah, isn't that amazing?
That's silly.
This guy wants to defend the mayor. Oh my God. All right.
Probably his dealer.
Yeah. Chris.
Yes, Marion from D.C.
What's up, Chris?
I'm the guy because I don't think he's lying. Because judging by his size, he obviously has his addiction under control.
Well, maybe he's supposed to be even fatter.
Right, he's supposed to be giant fat.
Maybe he should be. Maybe he's supposed to be the heaviest man in the world.
Or he offsets it with alcohol bloat.
Yeah.
Right.
Pizzas.
Pepperoni pizzas.
All right, buddy.
Swallowed a lot of aggression as a child. One with a lot of pizzas.
Wasn't George W. Bush a cokehead? People are asking.
Yeah, but he was sober before he got in
At
office.
some juncture.
He wasn't smoking crack while he was in office.
Let me explain. He did coke. He didn't do coke.
Right.
Right.
I like the fact Dumb Sam didn't know exactly what position he had. So Sam tried to say it. He goes, "What he was in office."
I knew he was the president.
In office of
Before that.
something.
You didn't know what he did you?
He was the governor.
I bet you can't.
Texas.
I bet you
Guess.
can't name 5 presidents.
But I can't name 5. I just had a conversation with Oliver Stone about 5 presidents yesterday.
Wow.
So what? Big whoop. What you probably just said 5 presidents. You didn't say their names?
Yeah.
Yeah. You probably said Ford twice.
Yeah, because you did the Oliver Stone interview yesterday, we're in trouble.
Mm-hmm.
That's not why you're in trouble.
That's exactly
I
why.
think it is.
You should have closed the curtains and made believe that we were closed for the day.
You would have also been in trouble if you had just had him go about his business. If he had showed up and there had just been a sign on the door that said nobody's home.
Yeah. No one here.
Gone fishing.
Yeah.
That's a good one. On vacation. Quarantine.
Back in 5.
Yeah. That's a good one, too.
So,
Back in 5.
oh, you wanted the speech from the Detroit.
Oh, yeah. I
man.
want to hear a little his acceptance speech.
So the first white guy in 40 years in
mayor.
Detroit.
Yeah.
His voice was hoarse, so I bet you he won't speak much more than 10 minutes tonight. And here he is.
Oh, boy, is he surrounded.
Well, the good news is my voice won't hold up for a long speech.
They even have shitty microphones in Detroit.
Yeah. Oh, he's got his hands full.
It's about time you did the right thing.
He's doing a speech from a giant black pot on a fire.
It's been an amazing year, and we ran a campaign
Mayor Buana.
against a very strong opponent who gave us a tough race, brought it very close at the end, and it's a good time right now to salute Sheriff Napoleon for his lifetime commitment to the city of Detroit.
The thanking of the opponent thing drives me nuts, too.
And then I like
They hated him yesterday.
when the crowd goes boo, and then they go, no.
And I can't begin to thank everybody here, but let me start with my wife, Lori, who has learned to enjoy politics.
His wife Lori's petrified standing there.
Yeah. A little known fact.
Yeah.
He had a full head of hair yesterday.
Wow.
Before they elected him.
That's amazing.
And his wife Lori shot Garp.
I can't hear this shit.
I can't hear that.
Terrible audio.
This is terrible.
Horrible audio.
God, everyone knows. Everyone
That guy's
knows
gonna be doing mornings here.
Everyone knows Detroit's a shithole, and then they put their best foot forward by having the worst audio from the
Horrible
election yesterday.
Acceptance audio. Terrible.
You want 2 funny stories about the mayor of Toronto?
I would love them.
All right, then. Let's go to Mike in Toronto.
In Toronto.
Mikey.
Hey guys, how you doing?
Oh, we're doing all right. We're just talking about.
So 2 funny stories. When the mayor first got into office, he was severely overweight, which hasn't changed. Well, he started doing these weekly weigh-ins, and he had the media cover him running around tracks and all this stuff. And after about 2 weeks, he gave up because he said he hurt his knee. And the media kept asking him about it, and then he just stopped talking about it.
He had good intentions.
He's got no willpower.
Right.
And then my other funny story is, I don't know if you guys covered it, but we have this talk radio station in Toronto. And he called in as a fake caller named Ian to defend himself on the radio.
Come on.
And the radio host called him out halfway through his call and said, "Is this Rob Ford, the mayor?" And he hung up.
We got to find that.
No way.
We got to find that.
He'll be howling. It's so funny.
How did the fucking guy get elected?
You know what?
Question.
Because they amalgamated the city, so all the suburb people voted for him. Like, no one in the city actually likes him. So it's a weird situation. But anyway, you got to find that call because...
We got it, I think, right? Okay, we don't need you anymore. Thanks, Mike.
All right,
Later.
Thank you, Mike.
We don't need you.
Mike. Thanks for the call.
Go screw.
He's just. Blah, 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 blah.
All right, so what? Rob?
Well, this clip
Yeah.
is them exposing him, but they may play clips within the clip.
I sure hope so. Okay.
Was indeed the mayor?
Well, I would say 95%.
Wow. All right.
Listen, I've met the mayor many times. I know him pretty well. I have interviewed him on the show many times. I want you to listen for a couple of things, okay? His expressions. Some of the words that he uses that are very uniquely his. That little squeak he gets when there's an upper inflection. This was this guy, if he's not the mayor, he could play one on the radio. I think that the guy who called in to defend the mayor, I think there's a very good chance that was actually the mayor a couple of minutes ago. And if it is,
Jesus.
maybe we'll stop and start the tape as we go here. We'll play it once through and we'll come back and analyze it. But if it was the mayor, he's given us an idea of what his defense might be moving forward. I said there was no video. I didn't know I was being videoed when it happened.
Uh-huh.
Now, I asked Robin Doolittle about that earlier in the show. The Star reporter said she saw the video. And as I recall, after talking to the guy from Gawker.com,
John Cook?
John Cook, yeah.
Cook.
That they said it looked like the mayor was looking right into the camera. So, that,
but he was
that I haven't seen. I got to take their word for it. But maybe we'll go back and ask them again. But the police chief said it's pretty much as described earlier. So, that would be easy to tell just looking into the video. But it's more than that. It's more than that. It's not just when he said there's no video. We all took that to mean there's no way he was smoking anything out of a glass pipe with a bunch of guys, right? We all understood that's the real message was that didn't happen. So there can't be a tape. So it sounds like if this caller, Ian, is actually the mayor, his defense is going to be, I was videotaped that I didn't know it and I wasn't smoking crack cocaine. That's where he's going with this.
Let's have a little listen.
Just one more thing.
Right.
He starts talking about unions. You hear when he talks about unions, very typical Rob Ford kind of rhetoric.
Mm-hmm.
But you can't fire someone for having a problem. So he might be planning to come forward saying,
"Oh my God!
Right.
Is this how we sound?"
That's what I would take from this caller if it is the mayor of Toronto. Now, if it's the mayor of Toronto, hey, we got the coup, right? Everybody in the media is trying to get him to talk. I don't know how we're going to be able to prove this. You're just going to have to go on your own instincts.
It's like
let's listen
again.
and think about it now, knowing that it might be the mayor. And you tell me.
All right, let's analyze it all for ourselves. Here's Ian from Etobicoke moments ago with
Making air quotes, I see.
Yes. And let's we started off by asking him if the mayor has anything to answer for.
No, I don't think he has to answer to any of that. He has personal problems. And by the way, if you think you can fire somebody because they have a personal problem with something like the substance abuse in a union or with a labor, you can't.
No, but you
know what?
But the mayor's not in a union. Here's the thing: nobody.
Wait a minute.
Nobody's
a union in there.
Nobody's accused the mayor of breaking the law on this show or this station.
Wait a minute. Breaking the law. Okay.
Nobody's accused him of that.
Okay. First of all, let me get another one across to you. How do you know when you're being videotaped? Do you know? Okay. Sorry, what was your name?
He does sound like the mayor.
This is
He's
Bill.
super
Is
defensive.
this Rob Ford?
Yeah.
Okay,
yeah.
Bill.
Hold on, I'm serious. Hold on a second.
Last week.
Who am I talking to right now?
That's Ian.
How many times have you been videoed in the last week?
The times that I've looked into the camera, once.
Oh, yeah, you looked at the camera once. How do you know what you do exactly? There's cameras everywhere. Okay, so you're telling me that he goes around and videotapes himself smoking crack. Get it right. Smart
Mayor
enough.
Ford, I know your voice. This is you, isn't it, Mayor Ford?
And away he went. He dropped the line there. I got to tell you, Bill, you might be onto something because he certainly has the cadence of Mayor Ford.
And
We've all
he
got a kind of a vocal signature, away we.
I fucking love this guy.
He was very defensive.
Rob Ford is a nut job.
That did sound like him too.
So the mayor calls to defend himself as a fake caller. Wow.
He's just sitting there listening to the radio, getting pissed that they're talking about him.
Right.
You got 10-pound balls?
Let's see. If
is this the radio station? You got Prince Albert in a can? We better let him out before he suffocates.
Is this Rob Ford? No?
He's just a caller. Rob Ford
is calling to defend Rob Ford.
That was him.
Let's see if there's anything else there.
Talk and listening to that back again, it certainly sounds as if it, could be Rob
I've spent
Ford.
my entire career listening to voices, editing tape, interviewing people. I'm almost like a blind guy. I spend most of my life, like you do, Jeff, just listening to people's voices on the phone. And people on the phone don't always sound like the way you think they're going to sound, but I've also interviewed them a lot of times. He and Doug have a similar tone to their voice.
All right, I guess they're just
slightly.
Yeah, now they're just analyzing
They
it.
can analyze and explain.
Did sound like him, though.
That's wild. And then they call him out going, is this Rob Ford? And then he hangs up.
He hangs up. He got us scared.
Let's take a break. I think we got Dr. J next. He should be here any moment, unless he's late.
I'll be here. I'm gonna go dunk some baskets. Gotta be careful though. Get fluid on the floor. You'll slip in your Converse. Hurt your hand while you're up there doing slam dunks and whatnot.
He's got a book. What is it? Is it just like, hey, I played basketball kind of a thing?
It's his life. It covers. It's
a pretty good book.
He's had some real tragedy. I finished it last night on the plane, and it's just called Dr. J. And he's a real legend, man. And he's a very, very interesting story. And
he's got the OCD.
Yeah.
He has a kid because the girl was wearing braces.
Right.
He tried to have sex with 8 women in 8 days. He choked out Larry Bird, although it seems like he was choking out Larry Bird, but he wasn't.
He was punching him while somebody else choked him. I watched the video. It's great.
Jesus. Yeah, that's an amazing clip, actually.
You ought to hear my first question. Where'd you grow up?
It's a good one.
Yeah. Where'd you grow up?
He explains, I reach out to make sure Larry can't clock me. I end up with my fingers around his neck because that was a big deal.
Yeah.
Back in the day.
I bet.
Was he a booze hound?
No, not at all. He didn't fuck with drugs. He didn't drink.
Only when they kind of won some shit, he would drink
A little bit, yeah. But he said he was sober. He was friends with Richard Pryor, and he said Richard Pryor asked him to hold a bag one time, and he said no. I want to ask him about that because you don't know what's in Pryor's bag. It's probably a smart move.
Yeah,
probably.
I'll bet it didn't have apples in it.
Oh boy.
Well, Dr. J, he was on one other time. He was great.
Yeah.
So, and now he's got this really good book out. Really.
Yeah.
So we'll have him and then Jason Statham. And make sure the guests know they can't be late today. Because even though we got a talking to, I'm doing the exact same fucking thing today.
Oh, boy.
10 o'clock on the nose, Sam Roberts.
What's Jason promoting? A film?
It's a movie where, like, it's, some crazy shit starts happening.
He's going to be killing people, I bet.
Yeah.
But there's some adrenaline that goes through his body.
Oh, yeah.
That should be. I bet you there'll be a couple fast cars in the movie.
Oh, hell yeah.
Would it be funny if he's playing something else? Playing a homosexual who falls in love with a man who's fixing my pipes. I'm sweeping up leaves and I see the crack of his backside and I fall in love with him. And we marry. We make love a lot. Me on my back with my legs up there and him kissing me deep. And that's how the movie ends. We're in love, looking at the autumn leaves, the foliage.
Sounds great, Jason.
Yeah, we frolic at a pile of leaves in the foliage.
Frolicking.
Dr. J next.
Oh, boy.
The Opie and Anthony Show on Sirius XM. All right, well, that sucked. To hear the Opie and Anthony Show 5 days a week live on satellite radio, online on your phone or tablet, or even on demand, go to SiriusXM.com. Also, interact with the Opie and Anthony Show on Twitter, at Opie Radio, at Anthony Cumia, and at Jim Norton.
Probably in one of my drunken stupors, probably approximately about a year ago. I answered your question.
Pause.
You asked the question properly, I'll answer it.
The lies continue. There's no way you're just doing crack cocaine once.
Yeah, you just do it once.
Yeah, I got so drunk I smoked crack cocaine.
I got so hammered. You know how it is when you zooted. And I smoked some crack. And that was it.
They got him for the one time, so he's going to admit the one time and say it was only the one time.
There is
we
no
all know
one
the formula
on Earth that has smoked crack once.
Unless you die while you're smoking.
Right. Unless you have a horrendous experience. You're smoking it again.
He's the same thing as Anthony Weiner, except instead of sexting, he smokes crack.
The crack.
The crack. Mm-hmm. But, I mean, his explanation is completely acceptable.
Yes.
He was drunk.
You don't really drink.
Well,
what's crack?
I made mistakes in the past, and all I can do is apologize. But it is what it is.
Pause. And he's admitting mistakes. That means he's done drugs
but he's saying
more than once.
I don't do drugs. I've done drugs.
Oh, you asked the wrong questions.
What a semantics hunk of shit. This is why they're all so hateable.
Yeah.
Every one of
them. They can't even tell the truth when
No.
they're caught on video.
He got nailed, and he's still trying to backpedal.
Well, because, being the mayor is a kick-ass job.
Oh, yeah, you don't want to lose that.
And he's not going to step down.
No.
That's going to be amazing.
And he's not going to stop smoking crack.
No.
Hell.
Why would he?
That's
nah.
He's going to come forward. I told you I smoke crack. I mean,
yeah.
So you don't get it. You could drink enough where all of a sudden you got to go grab the crack pipe.
Grab a crack pipe.
Yep.
Okay.
How many
Yes,
times?
I've made mistakes. All I can do now is apologize and move on. I don't know what else.
What about the lies?
Yes, please.
All I can say is I've made mistakes. And you guys kept referring to alcohol. There was a couple isolated incidents. There's been times when I've been in a drunken stupor. That's why I want to see the tape. I want everyone in the city to see this tape.
No, you don't.
I'd like to see this tape. I don't even recall there being a tape and a video, and I know that. So I want to see the state that I was in. But that's exactly it. I don't know what else I can say here. Okay? So I wasn't lying. You didn't ask the correct questions. No, I'm not an addict. And no, I do not do drugs.
Let's listen to the mayor finally admitting that he smoked crack. We said this would happen. This was an obvious one, though. I take pride in the ones that aren't so obvious that come through.
That's right.
Or true.
We predicted Sally Field would be in a Bukkake movie.
Yep.
Just surface.
Still waiting.
Yeah.
So this fool got caught smoking crack.
Smoking a crack.
On video, and they finally found the fucking videotape, and that's why he's coming forward going, okay.
Yeah. He even
All
said,
right, it's time to talk about it.
a while ago, he said, there's no videotape or anything of me smoking crack. And then, there is a
That's why I can't
videotape.
believe anything these people say.
No.
It's all lies.
Yeah.
On the video that I haven't seen, you guys have asked me a question.
The chief said he was very discreet that we described the video on Thursday. Was very cautious.
You asked me a question back in May, and you can repeat that question.
The question we asked you back in May?
Yeah.
Can you
said the video didn't
You asked me
Pause.
a couple
Right.
questions.
He's going for the dramatic
He's
moment.
going for a moment.
Because he wants him to ask, well, did you smoke crack? And now he's going to go, yes.
I did.
Just fucking say it.
I know.
Your
He's like,
moment's not working, so say it.
ask me the same question.
It rhymes with lack. It rhymes with did you broke lack?
What's his name again?
Fat Piggy Man.
He really is Fat Piggy Man.
Rob
Ford. Rob Ford, right, okay.
So you asked me a couple questions, and what were those questions?
Do you smoke crack cocaine?
Exactly. Yes, I have smoked crack cocaine.
Uh-oh.
When
But no, do I? Am I an addict? No.
When have you
I
smoked
tried it?